Just recently we played matches where Zimbabwe Rugby Union did incredibly well. I think they surprised themselves as much as the rest of the world, but it shows you the opportunity of competition, and I know that they're excited about the opportunity that comes later this year when they head to the Northern Hemisphere, where all those 24 teams will again be participating in the Nations Cup and Nations Championship, which from our perspective at World Rugby is to enable more teams. So this World Cup we have gone from 20 teams in 2023 to 24 teams in Australia, and we are wanting those teams coming in as best they can, prepared to compete at the highest level. So this competition this year is really a significant stepping stone for ensuring that all those teams are match ready for what is an historic World Cup in Australia. I also want to recognise the leadership of the union, the role that the interim management committee have played in resetting and reshaping the future of the game, and the confidence that we have at World Rugby in the leadership that's been shown here, and our support again for the discipline, the maturity, and the respect and focus on the importance of governance in our game, and we have the utmost confidence in the leadership here, and we only want to continue to support them. And as Paddy said, the worst thing that could possibly happen is this opportunity is left on the table for Zimbabwe, and that this isn't something that they aspire not just for next year, but for 31 in the US, and for wherever we end up in 2035 for the next World Cup. So the opportunity is live, it's real, and we are here to co-invest alongside the union, as well as we've had discussions today, the opportunity that sits alongside the government here to really leverage this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be a part of, what is the third biggest sporting event in the world. The Olympics, the FIFA World Cup, and then Rugby World Cup closely behind is the third biggest sporting event in the world. It'll be in Australia next year, as I said, and then we're taking it to the USA in 31, and we want to see Zimbabwe continue to take every opportunity to perform and to enable themselves to build their opportunities. Why is that important to us? Because ultimately, we're here to see our game thrive and grow, and for young boys and girls now to really aspire to the opportunities that rugby creates, and that includes the on-field opportunities, which at a high performance level mean representing your country in a Rugby World Cup. And ultimately, as a young woman in our game, you can aspire also to participate in Rugby World Cups and through the sevens in the Olympic Games. So rugby off the field, though, what it gives us and continues to give those children are values and opportunities that they may never see in their life. So one of the things that inspires us in our role is the role that rugby plays in changing and enriching lives. And that's a unique gift to be able to give to a young boy or a young girl. So they're my opening remarks. Herbert, did you want to say anything?
Well, if you can hear, it's my culture often once the chief speaks, then you don't speak afterwards. And in my little pond, I am the chief as the president of Rugby Africa, and I sit on the board with my chair. And look, I feel incredibly honoured, not only to be in Zimbabwe, but to be here with Brett. I think it's not lost on me, and the fact that Africa has today in its presence here in Zimbabwe, Brett. It's easy to say that somebody cares about you or you're part of a bigger picture, but unless you're occasionally, like now, have Brett in your presence as the chair of World Rugby, it's lost on many people. And I start from this, not simply to big up my chair, but a lot of what we've achieved in Zimbabwe would not have been possible if we hadn't followed a certain way forward. We have Mr. Dave Gilbert, who's just come in, who's gone through the process with us here, but he's also is coordinated with Mr. Karangi. The union itself was not fit for purpose. Sorry, I'm kind of blunt. In order to be able to be accepted at the highest levels, things had to be put in place. And it was the reach out that led us to the positioning that we needed to stop things, establish an IMC, work with government, which is what we did. We worked with the SRC right the way through to establish this IMC that you have in place now. And when I had the honor of meeting His Excellency the President, I had a discussion and explained exactly what we were doing. On top of that, I had to then come back to my board and explain to my chair why we should treat Zimbabwe with a little bit of sensitivity, let me use that word. And it didn't take much convincing. But without the backing of the board, we wouldn't be here today. Those decisions were then taken further. We had it ratified at Council that we're going into a World Cup with an IMC in place, not a traditional structure. And then it is that we've ensured to say that we want stability. And stability is a word that has come through continuously. So the IMC will be in place through to 2028. There isn't going to be jockeying for change before that. After the World Cup, we will look at structures and say, from 2028, let's relook the whole issue of your constitution. Let's make sure that you are part of the rugby family of Rugby Africa and that we can get it endorsed by World Rugby. Zimbabwe is at a critical point in my view. I believe the luckiest country in Africa because my chair has pushed through the Nations Cup and tournament, which means playtime for Zimbabwe, playtime for other aspirants within Rugby Africa is now available. And we've seen what happened in the Americas, and I was super proud. When the Sables played against the Springbok A's, I'm not interested in the score, I said that last time I came here, but to see your front five man up against the Springboks, not get pushed back, to hold your own was something else. To watch you guys go to America and still hold your own and do particularly well and finish strongly in every match says, with the Nations Cup trophy tournament, we continue in November. The pathway is there. As we drove out, you got a message from Mark Alexander. We need to try and tie up warm-up game next year. So through the efforts of what's happening on the board, Zimbabwe now has the opportunity to get into 2027. It doesn't end there. The Nations Cup goes on for another couple of years thereafter. The rest of Africa is going to be saying, why just Zimbabwe? But you're the champion, so that's the way it goes. And I just feel extremely elated to be here and honored. Again, it contextualizes everything that we've done, the work of everybody, the stakeholders who've had the interests of Zimbabwe rugby at heart. Mr. David Gilbert, we thank him for his interventions. Mr. Carrigy, without his guidance, we wouldn't be here. Back up to my chair and the EB. And as he's rightly said today, and we've heard the minister say it, we've heard the deputy minister say it, they have total confidence in the process of what we're going through right now. So, Paddy, well done. Brett, thank you very much indeed.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Rugby Africa thanks you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, as the smallest chief here,
The tallest chief.
the tallest. From the Zimbabwe Rugby Union, we certainly look at this opportunity for what it is, which is really a rare occurrence, possibly in terms of the union as we look at ourselves. This is something that happens once in a lifetime. I cannot say that our predecessors had this opportunity, the same opportunity to have Rugby Africa, World Rugby here sitting together with us, working together with us for the betterment of Zimbabwean rugby. I'll take this opportunity to thank you. Brett, thank you very much. This is absolutely what Zimbabwe needs. As a rugby fraternity, this is something that shows the support that World Rugby has and is given to Zimbabwe that will help us to carry us forward into the future. Thank you very much. And Herbert, as always there for us. I remember us at Rugby Africa Cup in 2024 when you came to the Sables and addressed us in the changing room before the final. And that is something that we took as that we have a champion behind us, and we really do appreciate everything you've done for Zimbabwe Rugby. Mr. Mensah, thank you so much. We appreciate you. And so with that, I'm a man of few words. I think brevity is the soul of wit. So thank you very much to you all for coming, and we'll happy to take questions from the group.